Nicolas, welcome to Ireland. Could you tell us a little bit about your organisation?
Yes, of course. Our organization has been founded at the aftermath of the Second World War by a group of partisans and anti-fascist partisans, and this resistance created the Mouvement de la Paix, the movement for peace, which was initially affiliated to the French Communist Party. And our movement grew up rapidly, mainly after the Stockholm appeal, the Stockholm call for nuclear disarmament. There have been a lot of famous personalities such as Pitsos, for instance, who joined our movement at that time.
You were invited here by the Irish Campaign for Nuclear Disarmament and the Peace Neutrality Alliance. How useful do you think these kind of meetings are?
I think that this kind of meeting and reunions could help us to cooperate, to more efficiently cooperate among pacifists and among organizations and associations which are fighting for nuclear disarmament in order to achieve our goals and to raise public awareness on this issue. I think that the next step would be to organize such meetings all over Europe, inviting specialists or representatives of pacifist and associations which are fighting against for nuclear disarmament in order to join our efforts and organize our policy.
At the public meeting that you spoke at, you mentioned the issue of the Ukraine, and you also said that Chomsky had said in his references to the Ukraine that we would be possibly approaching a nuclear war. What is your opinion?
My opinion is that Noam Chomsky has highlighted something which is which should worry us as pacifists and as militants who are fighting against nuclear weapons, because we have historical experiences who taught us that nuclear war is always very close, and if we have avoided till today, it was sometimes a question of chance. And we do not forget what happened during or at the outbreak of First World War. This war was also a question of contingency, and we should avoid such a possibility to become true again in a very difficult context as the one of Ukrainian crisis, where imperialist antagonisms are very exacerbated and could lead us to a nuclear war if United Nations peaceful resolutions and guidelines are not implemented.
The other issue, of course, came up in the debate was the terrorist attack in Paris. What is your opinion of what will happen now?
What should happen or what happened? Happened?
Both.
Both. What happened is that there have been two targets, there have been freedom of expression which has been targeted, and French citizens which were targeted as well. So there is French state should try to fight against the rise of racism, anti-Semitism, but also Islamophobia within the French society, fight against any kind of discrimination. But also it has to educate French people, French citizens, to the notions of secularism and of respect of one's other's beliefs and sensibilities.
Okay, finally, again in your speech you quoted James Connolly, and as you know, James Connolly was the founder of the Irish Neutrality League way back in 1914, and that was the time of the First World War, and that was in an effort to bring together all the different groups that were against Ireland's involvement in imperialist wars. How aware would be French political activists of the philosophy of James Connolly?
I don't know if James Connolly's works and speeches are widespread known among French pacifists, but what is sure is that his ideas, his spirit is always present among nowadays French pacifism, and there is a will to bring forward his ideas and his ideals against imperialist wars, against the use of violence in the resolution of conflicts, and for the taking in consideration of socioeconomic factors underlying social tensions and social crisis.
Thank you. I hope you enjoy the rest of your visit to Ireland.
Thank you very much, Roger.